Hello, today I'm gonna show you how to create this beautiful hem of ribbing that will create these beautiful heart shapes. So this is the ribbing that I use for the Dress of Blessing, and you'll find it in my patterns on Ravelry. So first you will need your knitting needles and yarn. You can use this ribbing. You can use this ribbing for other patterns as well. So you start off with a slip knot. I usually have a firm start so it doesn't unravel. Then I cast on my stitches, and this is a pattern repeat of 6 stitches, so you will need a number of stitches dividable by 6. So I will cast on 36 stitches. Now I have my 36 stitches. I will show you how to work this in the round, but it's a good pattern repeat because if you every second round you just work the stitches as you did before. You slip if you have a dip stitch, and you knit the knits and purl the pearls. So if you're working back and forth, you can do this fairly easy. So I will start with the setup stitches. So knit, 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 purl, knit, purl, knit, 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 purl, knit, and purl. So the first repeat of the pattern, the first round of the pattern is knit, 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 purl, knit, purl, and then you do so throughout the round. So knit, 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 purl, knit, purl, knit, 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 purl, knit, purl, and you will need to set up your rib with three rounds or 3 rows of this repeat. So knit, 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 purl, knit, purl. So now I have finished my setup rounds. So I have 3 knit stitches, purl, knit, purl, 3 knit stitches, purl, knit, purl, 3 knit stitches, purl, knit, purl, and then the same on the back. So now it's a rib, and now I want to add the hearts. So I will still continue to do the 3 knit stitches, purl, knit, purl, but I will add dip stitches on this first round. So I will start immediately. Now I will have to make the first dip stitch and find the stitch 1, 2, 3 below. So I have 1 knit stitch, 1, 2, 3 knit stitches. So in the second knit stitch, the middle one, I have to find the stitch 3 down. So 1, not on the needle, count below the needles, 1, 2, 3, and I insert my needle, and then I will take my working yarn and pull through the stitch here. I will pull my yarn out for 1.5 2 centimeters. Check the pattern for the pattern you're working on. I have a different yarn now, but about 2 centimeters I think works fine. So the length of the loop, so it's have some margin to work with on later rounds as well. Now I will knit the 3 knit stitches. 1, 2, 3. And now I will have to make a second dip stitch, and I will find the same. So I take my left needle and insert it from the back into the exact same stitch as the last dip stitch. Now I will take my right hand needle and insert and find the yarn and pull through. Loosen it up a bit, so I will have a margin for the next rounds. Now I will make a purl, knit, purl, and I have reached my second repeat of the pattern. So it's the second time I reach the 3 knit stitches, and I repeat what I did before with the dip stitches. So find the stitch 3 down, below the needle, and 3 down. 1, 2, 3. Find the working yarn, pull through and loosen it up. Knit the 3 knit stitches. 1, 2, 3. You don't have to insert your right hand needle, but I find it much easier to control the yarn and the other stitches if I do it this way. So I insert my right hand needle into the same stitch as before. I insert my left hand needle. I said wrong. It's the left hand needle that I insert from the back into the same stitch as before. Then I enter my right hand needle through the same gap, find the working yarn, pull through. Then I use my left hand needle to loosen it up a bit. And then continue with the ribbing. So purl, knit, purl. Purl, knit, purl. It's time for another round of dip stitches, another repeat of the dip stitches. So 1 dip stitch, knit, 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 insert left hand needle, insert right hand needle, pull yarn through, and we have another dip stitch. Purl, knit, purl. I am back at the beginning of round, and this round I will let the slip stitches, the dip stitches, just follow along. So I don't turn them, I don't knit them, I don't work them in any way. I just slip them over to my right hand needle, and I knit the knit stitches and purl the purl stitches. So slip the dip stitch, knit, 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 slip the dip stitch, purl, knit, purl, and that's my first repeat of the pattern. Slip the dip stitch, knit, 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 slip the dip stitch, purl, knit, purl. Now I am back at the beginning of round, and on this round I will include the dip stitches into the 3 knit stitches, and I will do that by working knitting 2 together through the back loop when I reach the first dip stitch, and the second dip stitch I will just knit 2 together with the last knit stitch. So I am here by the first dip stitch, and I will insert my right hand needle through the back loop, through the dip stitch and through the first knit stitch, and knit them together through the back loop. Then I will knit the second knit stitch, and then knit the third knit stitch and the second dip stitch together, in a normal knit 2 together, so not through the back loop. Then I will continue with purl, knit, purl. Then I will knit the dip stitch and the first knit stitch together through the back loop, knit the knit stitch, and knit the third knit stitch and the second dip stitch together, purl, knit, purl. Knit the dip stitch and the first knit stitch together through the back loop, knit 1, and knit the second dip stitch and the third knit stitch together, purl, knit, purl. As you can see, the dip stitches have now formed cute little heart shapes, but we have one more round to go to complete the ribbing. This time we just knit the 3 knit stitches and then purl, knit, purl, and repeat that throughout the round. So knit, 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 purl, knit, purl. So the first repeat of the heart rib is finished. The setup rounds and the 4 rows which create the heart and the rest of the ribbing. And now I will show you how to continue with the heart ribbing past the first round. So from now on you only repeat the last 4 rounds. So the dip stitch round, the slip round where you only slip the dip stitches, then the K2 together round where you K2 together through the dip stitch and the first knit stitch through the back loop, and then K2 together with the third knit stitch and the second dip stitch throughout the round, and then knit, 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 and purl, knit, purl. And so now when I have one heart below here, I will find my next dip stitch between these dip stitches. So I will still count 1, 2, 3 stitches, and it will be in the middle of the last heart. Create the dip stitch, knit, 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 dip stitch, loosen the yarn, purl, knit, knit, purl, dip stitch, knit, 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 purl, knit. No, there's my purl. Knit, purl. On this round, you slip the dip stitches, knit the knit stitches, and purl the pearls. On the third round, knit the first dip stitch and the first knit stitch together through the back loop. Knit one, knit the next dip stitch and the third knit stitch together. Purl, knit, purl. K2 together through the back loop. Knit, K2 together, purl, knit, purl. And now on the fourth row, knit the knit stitches, purl the purl stitches. Now you have completed your ribbing. You can do these four round repeats for as long as you wish. But this is how you create the heart rib.